Oh, I have mail?
Damn.
Apparently.
Again?
Got mail.
Mail time,
Oh,
mail time.
Rhea
Mail
Vort.
time.
Oh wait, this is from
Side
This
stories.
is from even further back. So that was on December 9th. This one's on December 8th.
Oh.
Thank
It's
you
Rhea
for...
Vort, the teacher who's supposed to be attending these meetings.
We probably shouldn't be reading this, Alan.
I'll read that later.
Yep.
Didn't even realize that was a thing. Anyway,
Oh, so
my God.
that's what happened.
did you even read anything, DJ?
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
He said, "I'm so
He knows
sorry about your
Don't say
dyslexia."
no. Actually,
I guarantee you, he was like looking away from the screen when it was on
Oh
there.
yeah.
She said, "I'm so sorry that all you girls are dyslexic.
Let's see here.
Sorry, I spoiled the twist."
I'm sorry, you're not beautiful like me. We all can't be great.
Hair flip.
My name is Bella Hadid.
Try to find. What's the new song? I can't tell what was the new song. Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm surprised they don't like highlight what when.
Well, either way,
It's Reflect Part 2, yeah.
yeah. Let's get Reflection Part 2 done tonight.
We can do it. So guys, I really have this opinion that I'd like to share at this time.
By the way, Harry, when we're done with this one, I'd be down for you to talk about what you were wanting to talk about. Okay?
Sure.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I really want us to get through this so that way we can like next week possibly end Doki Doki.
Oh, you naive soul.
Shush.
Oh, I know. A new day arrives. Suri arrives at the club room earlier than usual. That is, not late. As she enters, it appears to be empty still. So she sits down at a desk and pulls out a sheet of paper, prim to jot down her thoughts. Suri has made a habit of scribbling her thoughts and feelings onto paper whenever possible, as it tends to serve as her best inspiration for poetry.
My heart feels vacant because a ship sailed away.
Yo.
Yeah. Natsuki.
Natsuki pokes her head out from behind the closet door.
Sorry, didn't mean to scare ya. But it would have been a lot more awkward if I didn't say anything. I doubt you want me listening in on your poetry thing.
Yeah. Thanks for realizing that.
Should I let you finish that up then?
Oh no, it wasn't. I mean, I just do it whenever it's convenient. You're not interrupting.
Where's Monica, by the way?
Oh, she's out in the hallway.
Huh? Why?
Well, just in case she runs into Yuri. Sometimes Yuri is too nervous to come into the club room by herself, so...
Oh. Jeez. Does Yuri really let things bother her for that long?
She can't control her feelings. For some people, it's really hard to cope when you get a bad thought in your head. Maybe you can distract yourself for a little while, but as soon as it's just you and your thoughts again, it comes back.
Ugh.
Hmm?
I just want us to have a normal club meeting. It's a lot easier to pretend like it never happened if we all just ignore it and move on. I don't want to be bothered by this. It's so stupid. Her opinion of me doesn't matter anyway. Besides, it makes me feel really guilty, and I hate that too.
It's okay to have feelings. It doesn't make you weak. Let's figure this out together.
Fine. Only because you're good at this stuff.
Let's try to come up with a happy scene. Maybe that will help us understand where your bad feelings are coming from.
Well, I was happy the way things were before we had to have that conversation yesterday.
What part of the conversation made you upset? Was it Yuri being mean about the manga?
Maybe. I doubt it, though. Because my friends and other people make fun of manga all the time, but I just brush it off and ignore them. But something about it really got to me this time, and I hate that I'm letting that happen.
Is it because it came from Yuri?
No, why would that matter? I mean... Well, maybe. I hate that she thinks she's so much better than me just because she likes to pretend to be all sophisticated. Yeah, that's what it is. At least other people decide that they don't like me, or manga or whatever. But Yuri acts like she's too good to even give it a chance.
I'm sorry. Everyone deserves a chance.
Yeah, exactly!
Would you give Yuri's books a chance?
After this? Obviously not.
What about before this?
Well, I wouldn't until I got bored, which wouldn't take very long. But if you actually keep an open mind, then it's not hard to realize that a story can be deep and meaningful without being needlessly complicated.
I see. But I like Yuri's books.
Yeah, but you like manga more, right?
Sayori shakes her head.
I like them both. I like them in different ways, but I like them both. I mean, the manga, it's really honest and fun and easy to just let go with. And the fantasy has a lot to interpret and uncover, and it's really rewarding to have some good quiet time together with it.
Can I give I feel bad for distracting us with this, but I wanted to give a comparison that I think would be apt for a lot of people here. I think this is the difference between a long running game like Amber, where you had to kind of work out and uncover the mysteries, versus doing a one shot where you can be silly and have fun with it. Both are really good. Both are really great ways to do role playing. Both are also very different from each other.
It's also the difference between somebody being into role-playing games for the combat and strategy instead of or vice versa, being in it for the story, right? So I've encountered both types of players and also people who run games as well, right? That are more rules-focused and very much want, to minimize and maximize every single aspect of the game and rewrite it and make it perfect. And then there's me who's but what if they kissed?
I won't lie, I'm a very story-focused person too.
It's literally the difference between sitting there and going, yeah, no, I want my cleric artificer to be able to do X, Y, Z, and I want them to do this. And I want them to be able to be the most powerful person in the universe by a level 1. And then there's me over here being but what if they had a dog? But what if they lived in a cottage in the woods?
You were saying though, Harry.
I don't know, I'm just I am this weird middle person who both likes rules and story.
I understand that.
Because I probably put too much emphasis on certain things in Amber that don't need to be there.
Congrats, you are Sayori in this situation.
Yeah, kind of.
Congrats, you are Switzerland.
I very much am the.
But no,
Oh yeah, go for it, Harry.
No, I was like, this is exactly how I can have super serious characters like Delictus or Tronk, but then also have Donnie Hands, salt merchant galore, who refuses to participate in any combat and just casts false life on himself, and is exclusive for all one shots.
I definitely think on my end, I'm very much story focused, but I don't have to be serious. I can always also go for a fun character.
Oh,
but,
right.
I'm trying to think of a truly fun character I've done recently, and now I'm realizing I always try and give my characters a little bit of depth, unfortunately. Even with like,
Nothing's wrong with depth.
I know, but like, I'm trying to think of like a truly like I gave no shits about their backstory. I made them just 100% silly.
Well, okay, here we go. I have something for you.
Okay.
When I finally get the Crooked Moon campaign book and read through, and we do the 4-session one shot next year, probably. Let's be honest with ourselves. You have to play a non-serious character.
All right.
I don't care if it's a grim setting.
Can I just share with you though, Harry?
Goofy.
I want to share with you something horrible. One time, I'm gonna bleep her name. One time ran a Mary Sue campaign where like our characters are supposed to not really be serious at all, and I decided, okay, I will play the Disney princess Mary Sue, and my character ended up becoming way too detailed in their background by the end of this. I came up with way too many plot points for them. That's just the type of person I am, I realized, with my characters. Even when they're meant to be a joke. Her name was Princess Apple Honeycrisp, for fuck's sake. I came up with way too many plot points for her.
I mean, okay, here's my semi-joke character. It wasn't technically a joke character, it wasn't meant to be, but I ended up playing in a Cyberpunk Red campaign where I played the medic, right? And I named them Nova Kane. And they had a dog as a pet named Lido Kane.
Oh my god.
I do like that. That does bring a smile to my face.
See, look, I will absolutely come up with punny names. Their backstory was way darker than that, but let's be real, it's a cyberpunk campaign. It had to be. But, yeah. Anyway, back to the main story.
Yeah. Whenever you're ready, Sayori.
Oh no, I already read this line.
Oh, okay. But did you read this line?
Bum-bum. But the most important thing is that both the manga and the fantasy are true to themselves. So, I love them both. And I think there's room for both of them to be in the same club together. And I just feel like maybe they have more in common than you would think.
How do you get along with everyone so well? I always get into fights with people. Like, first it was with Monica when I was new to the club. And then it was you, and now it's Yuri. And I'm always like, oh, that person is being such a jerk, and if they just realize that, then we could at least get along. But nobody else has this problem. I just keep running away from the reality that everybody's just a jerk to me because nobody likes me. And I don't know why, and I don't know what to do about it. I don't know what's wrong with me. I hate it.
Natsuki.
Sayori puts a comforting hand on Natsuki's shoulder.
You're a wonderful person. You deserve to be loved as much as everyone else. Everyone has different ways they like to communicate, you know? And sometimes that makes it harder for us to understand each other. I think that sometimes we get lucky and we make friends who are really good at the same kinds of communication. And it feels like you magically connect with them. But other times, even if both people are really nice, it's easier for them to misunderstand each other or to get the communication wrong. It's something that Yuri struggles with a lot as well. It can be really hard. It takes a lot of, reflection and self-awareness. And vulnerability.
I'm bad at that one. Vulnerability. I always have to be the strongest.
What do you mean? Tell me about that part of you.
Well, it sounds stupid, but I'm really used to people being mean to me. Like, my friends, and I guess my dad. Like, when I don't get good grades, or even stupid things like if my room isn't clean. So what am I gonna do, cry about it? If I let myself get upset, then it's just letting them win. I'm better than that. I'm better than all of them. So, things always have to be everyone else's fault. Feels like if something goes wrong and there's even a tiny hint that it might be my fault, then I just get really angry and I find ways to blame everything else instead.
Do you see yourself as better than Yuri?
If I said that, then I would just sound really full of myself.
No. Our thoughts and our feelings are two different things. Even if we don't like our feelings, we have to understand them if we want to learn more about themselves. That's a part of vulnerability, you know? Accepting that we have feelings that we don't like.
I hate that. My feelings make me a bad person. Because my feelings just want to tell me that I'm so much better than her. That she's a judgmental know-it-all who's stuck in her edgy phase and that I'm just way above that garbage. But I'm terrible for feeling that way.
You're not terrible. You are not your feelings.
But
You are not your feelings. Say that to yourself, out loud.
fine. I am not my feelings.
The way that I like to picture it is that those feelings are like your roommate. You live in the same house and you gotta see each other every day. And even if you can ignore each other most of the time, you're gonna run into each other every now and then. And it's gonna make you feel like poop. So, the other option is to get to know each other. You can communicate and learn from each other, and maybe even help each other change for the better. Does that help you understand?
How do you know so much about this stuff?
I just have a roommate that can be really hard to get along with. Called depression.
Depression? But you're like the happiest person I know.
I'm not my feelings.
I want to be a good person like you.
Aw, you little sweetheart. We're all good people. You and Yuri and Monica. And I think that Yuri will eventually learn that about you.
Natsuki remains silent, feeling a little overwhelmed. Despite Sayori's kind reassurance, a complicated mixture of pain and sadness seems to fill her, as though flowing from a wound inside her. Was it a result of her vulnerability? No. It wasn't as though she inflicted a wound after becoming vulnerable. It was as though she had began to rediscover an old wound, one that cannot simply be bandaged and left alone any longer.
Yuri, what are you doing all the way over here?
I was about to say, wasn't this one supposed to be about Yuri and Monica?
Yeah.
Sorry, anyway, continuing on.
Back to that's like the main story, I guess. I was looking for you.
I Please don't yell at me.
I'm not gonna yell at you. I just wanted to say that I'm sorry about what yesterday. It was unfair for me to put everyone on the spot like that. Next time, I won't try to jump in and solve everyone's problem. I guess it's a bad habit of mine.
You're not mad at me?
I thought you were the one mad at me.
I was so awful yesterday.
Yeah.
That was so obvious. Alan. Yeah.
Yeah, you were. But how could I stay mad at that cute little face?
Very easily.
No, I
Damn.
don't.
Yuri curls up, recalling the details of the argument.
I can't even have a normal conversation without saying something wrong and making everyone upset.
Hold on, that's not what happened at all.
That's kind of
That
That
is
is
actually
kind
what
of
happened, but okay.
exactly, yeah. But,
That is exactly what happened, but okay.
we can sugarcoat this. I'm fine with
What?
that.
Let's talk about this, okay?
Yuri pauses for a second, then manages a nod. Monica takes a seat next to her on the staircase.
I'm having a lot of negative thought patterns and I can't get away from them.
What kind of negative thought pattern?
Like, everyone hates me. Especially Natsuki.
That's terrible. I don't think Natsuki hates you.
She just thinks you're a stuck-up brat.
Glad we understand.
How do you know?
Well, because...
Monica thinks back to a time that she found herself in an altercation with Natsuki, and how a display of maturity from Monica was enough for Natsuki to reevaluate her own feelings as well.
I think Natsuki is just naturally defensive. I think she acts mean when she feels the need to protect herself.
So, I do think that this is probably part of the difference between the side stories in the original game. The original game, I think, does a much better job of making Natsuki more actively mean, while here they're more oh, she's being mean. I'm like, nah, she was being defensive, which is a very different read.
But, she's not really a bad person. In fact, I think she can be really thoughtful and considerate. She just, well, I guess the way it works is that she wants to receive some first before she feels
So, Hannah, you might need to get a little closer to your mic or position it to face you a little bit better. Sorry.
It's even not that. It wasn't that far from my face.
Then there must be background noise that was canceling stuff. It's doing better now with what you just did there.
Because I put it almost right up to my mouth.
Oh, jeez.
You need to put it in your mouth.
Kiss the mic.
No!
Kiss it. Kiss the mic.
Mm.
Oh, that's hot.
Well, I'm gonna remove DJ from the call.
Wait,
gonna
so that
find-
means that I get removed too.
I'm gonna find some way to separate you from DJ Hannah.
Acceptable casualty.
Yes, he's just gonna remove DJ from the room.
Wait, I just
You
realized,
have the
DJ Hannah,
power.
didn't you have somebody you were supposed to pick up or whatever?
Yeah, you got it right.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So that all
When you
worked
think
out.
about it, sucks. You do have the power to remove him from the room. I'm not gonna get into it.
I was gonna make a
Good.
joke because originally they were gonna come over to my place after they dropped off this person.
Yeah.
And then I would have been I have another way to forcibly remove DJ, and later on, then I realized, and I looked at the clock, I'm like, oh.
Nope, that was a thing that ended up not happening.
Alright, so
And,
go ahead and try your line again.
She just, well, I guess the way it works is that she wants to receive some degree of kindness first, before she feels comfortable returning it.
Oh. Oh. But that means the burden is on me. And I don't know how to say things that make people like me. Every time I open my mouth, I just...
Yuri shakes her head at herself and tugs on her hair.
It's okay, Yuri. You don't need to beat yourself up. I think anyone would like you if they had the chance to get to know you.
Well, unfortunately, the opposite is true. That's why I'm not talkative anymore in the first place. Because everyone used to think I was weird and talking about me behind my back. That's just what happens when I draw attention to myself. Natsuki even said she found it more respectful when people speak their mind, so I did, and then she hated me anyway. That was enough to confirm my fears.
But Sayori and I like you. But Sayori and I like you, and we've gotten to know you a lot by now, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're only on rank 2 of the social bond.
God damn it.
Yuri doesn't seem to have a response.
Hey, what do you think of Natsuki?
I don't think about her.
That's not what I meant, really.
I just...
Oh, sorry.
Alright.
I was just wondering if you had an opinion of her.
I do.
What is it?
Natsuki seems to bring the worst in me, and I feel really ashamed of it. I like to think of myself as a fairly sophisticated person. So for someone to just treat me like I'm inferior despite my taste, that's just the worst kind of insult coming from someone like her. And it just makes me think bad things about her. But everyone else seems
these
to like
lower
her.
class people.
So the only explanation is that it's me who's doing something wrong again. And my feelings about her are wrong. And I'm wrong to get upset over something so childish and inconsequential.
No, Yuri. Feelings are never wrong.
Well, they're not right.
That's the thing. Feelings are never right or wrong, you know? They're just a state of being that we don't always have control over. But that doesn't mean they have to control us. I feel like that's something I learned around when I first started the club. We can hate ourselves for feeling a certain way about things. Or we can, just acknowledge that they exist and try to understand them better. I could never be mad at you for just feeling a certain way. It's about how you handle them. And I think working through feelings is a great opportunity for teamwork.
Yuri wears a dejected expression.
You make it sound so easy. You're so mature. And so good with people. I feel like such a child in comparison.
Such a sleepy little Eevee child.
I'm Eevee.
Eevee and Sleevey.
Oh, Yuri. I'm far from perfect. But these are learned skills. They didn't come naturally to me either. It's really hard to, reflect on yourself and separate your feelings from your...
I just want to be a good person.
Well, I think it takes a good person to get this far.
That's not good enough.
Mm.
I want to be able to communicate it to her.
Communicate what?
How I feel. How it makes me feel frustrated and upset when she's so negative and dismissive of the things that mean so much to me. And how it reminds me of me.
Yep,
Because
there it
I
is.
know what it's like to feel misunderstood and angry at everyone. I know that telling yourself you're better than everyone else is just a defense mechanism.
Called it.
We're just people. We're fragile and unstable. But I'm just tired of getting in the way. I can't stand it when the peace is disturbed like this.
Yeah. You can't focus on your reading when the peace is disturbed, right?
Because the literature club should be happy for everyone.
Monica looks at Yuri in adoration.
I feel like Sayori must be rubbing off on me. Because I really want to hug you now.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable.
No, I mean, well, if you wanted to, then I wouldn't really mind, so...
Monica pulls Yuri into a short embrace.
You're so gentle. And I love when you communicate your feeling. I feel lucky to get to see that side of you. And I'm sure Natsuki will too.
I'm gonna write her a letter.
Oh, a letter? What a great idea!
Just because I'm not good at talking, especially under pressure. I always let my feelings get the best of me, and I forget to say all the important things, and I say things I don't mean.
Well, I think a letter would be wonderful.
Well, oh, sorry, yeah, that is you.
It's okay. Such a nice way to communicate.
You're so much nicer than me when it comes to stepping on lines.
Yuri's face hardens with determination.
It fills her with.
Don't. People don't naturally gravitate towards me like they do for you and Sayori. My personality just isn't suited for that. And I wouldn't want it to be. But something I've learned is that friendship don't always just magically appear out of thin air. For instance, I would have never seen myself making friends with someone like Sayori. We're opposite in a lot of ways. But I'm friends with her because she put so much effort into understanding me so that we can get along. I think it was the same with you. You both gave me a lot of time and patience. And I wonder if she feels the same way.
Natsuki?
Yuri nods.
I always thought if I wanted to make more friends, I had to be somebody that I'm not. That there's a type of person or magical formula I have to follow in order to make someone like me. And that's just like me to think that. Always so occupied with myself that I fail to understand other people.
Yuri shakes her head.
Friendship happens when you think about the other person. when you offer time and effort to understand them and respect them. I trust that they always want to be a good person.
And
I'm
Jan.
gonna have to say something when this thing's over. Oh wait.
That's what I learned through my observations in the literature club.
Observations?
Monica is caught by surprise. Yuri's always kept to herself so much that's so unusual to hear her suddenly talking about the club like this. But Yuri gently smiles to herself.
You always let me listen to your thoughts about people. Sayori too. And it makes me happy because I learn a lot of things.
That's so sweet. I had no idea that it meant that much to you.
Monica never really thought much of it, but in the past weeks, Yuri always seemed to be especially attentive when it came to the problems and concerns of others. Always willing to listen and learn more about her friends in the club. It's true, Sayori and Monica are naturally more comfortable with each other, with other people, and can more easily work through situations of conflict. But that doesn't make them better people. Everyone has strengths and weaknesses and the capacity to improve. And the first step toward improving oneself is reflection and self-awareness. It's something that Yuri never gave herself enough credit for, but Monica can recognize as an incredible trait. And with that, her confidence in the club is restored.